2 days ago, and I made a macro for something funny.
Mm.
I gotta do it again.
Oh, the physical Call of Cthulhu book. It has like you know how some books have like the little like ribbon to mark your place.
Mm-hmm.
It has 2 ribbons.
Oh,
Just
nice.
nice. It's also just different for like the role playing book to come with the ribbons is interesting too. Because I don't think I've seen any role playing book before that come with ribbons. Okay, let's close out of this. Open up Final Fantasy. Okay, so then the next place, the next thing I'll do will be a custom scenario, and then after that I'll do another like short scenario, like one of the free online published scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, so the one that we did today is called Poison Soup. It's a Japanese published like free scenario.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a common like starter one for like the Japanese to use because it's just a translation of it.
Yeah.
Because Call of Cthulhu is more popular than D&D is in Japan.
I bet. They're into dark shit over there.
Yeah. I think it's called I think it's called Cthulhu Mythos instead of Call of Cthulhu there, but
Mm-hmm.
it is like popular in Japan enough for like there to be translated modules.
That's funny.
So that's what Poison Soup is. Because I was like looking through stuff and I saw that and I thought, oh, that is like such a nice little short module. So how many pages is it? It's only 8 pages, and one of those pages is just the like the boss like the final boss's like stats.
Okay. I'm guessing that's the big boy.
Yeah, the big boy, the statue. And it can be it's for 1 to 3 people. So I was hoping that you and Silver could have done it together.
Yeah, I was running a little late today.
Yeah.
And then I have another game tomorrow at like 10 a.m. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. The next game though is 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be tired tomorrow. I'm debating whether to just stay up.
Sometimes that is better than sleeping a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is though, if it's like an evening game like tonight's was, that's gonna be
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
You could probably take a daytime nap unless you have daytime stuff you have to do.
No, not really. I think the worst case is like I don't go grab my phone because I'm gonna try to get a new phone.
Mm.
And I'm just alright with living with whatever this is.
Okay, I'm gonna capture the game and change my category.
Oh, I ran into a quest line that you guys will absolutely love. You can do a bit of it right now.
Here, we'll see just when Soul rocks up or not, or if we're gonna be playing the 2 of us today and then wait till tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Let me get. Capture there. I was trying to find the like way to capture it even. There we go. There we go. I really need to organize this thing better. I need to remake my entire scene probably would be better, but...
Oh, I also got to try out the actual Final Fantasy XIV trading card game. Like the real one, not the triple triad.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Is it in game or is it outside of
game?
Okay.
It's like super cheap. But my buddy had a few decks of it. I was like, that seems really cool. And he's like, yeah, do you want to try it? I'm like, hell yeah. So I played a samurai deck. It plays a little like a mixture between Vanguard, Digimon, Magic, and Flesh and Blood.
Mm.
They calculate damage like Digimon and Vanguard.
Okay.
Well, what's neat about the Final Fantasy XIV trading card game is it takes every Final Fantasy character.
Mm.
Shut the hell up, bitch.
Back to hearing the what are they called? What's it called? The trigger fire sounds now, because I don't have any trigger fire or anything in the game scene.
Mm.
Let's see, what is Soul doing? I think he's redoing the it looks like he's redoing the like final fight. Oh, what is
He's
this?
probably doing MSQ then.
What did he add? What is this? There's a what did he do? How did he do this? There's a so if I have because I opened up his stream, if I put a there's a hammer on my what is this? It's hammer time. What does that do? What? Okay. Don't know what that
Got
is.
the Bowser 5-star from this the other day.
I don't know what this hammer time thing does. I don't know. Okay, I'll ask him just what is hammer time before I start.
I need to get another 4-star, but I think I bought my 4-star from the shop one time.
Where am I at right now? Okay, I'm still doing
Hammer.
What is
something on.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
dude, I saw that on someone else's stream, and I
Team
saw
Meow
it,
Time.
and, just smack the screen with the hammer.
Are you on PC for viewing him or on
Yeah,
mobile?
PC.
Put your mouse over his
Bonk me IRL.
his
Oh,
thing, yeah. So do you see other people's or?
I'm hitting him in the head right now.
Okay, you're hitting him out in the head. Does it?
It's doing like a crack.
There's
Who's on
some
PC?
sounds.
Break
Color.
the screen.
It's a it looks like a plugin.
Oh, oops! I didn't mean to put him in full screen.
Sounds.
I clicked too much.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
but
a
if you
plugin.
click too much, it puts you in full
Yeah,
screen.
it's in your clothes.
Yeah.
Oh no, but it doesn't seem like it interacts with other people's.
No.
In game. Show me.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was just weird. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back to muting him, I think.
Take me shopping with you after this.
Let's see though. Okay, let's see. Let me see what I need for today with this. Let's see, I need Electrum Sand, tea leaves, and still that milk cart because nobody had a milk cart before.
Hmm.
Do those ones. The like collection ones are easier.
Are you using
Okay.
Universalis?
No, I should be, but
You should.
this cart's only 700.
But yeah, like once you get to
Yeah,
the
if it starts
60s,
costing, yeah,
they start to cost like 30 to 40k, and it's like
yeah. If it starts costing thousands, then I'll start like hunting for like better prices. Oh, there you are. What you have on the castle armor?
yeah, it's dark white armor.
Yeah, yeah. That doesn't look as good as on the potato.
Yeah, I mean it still looks good.
Yeah.
It's not funny. It just looks
Uh-huh.
good. Let me.
I mean, the thigh though still. So is this like the whole set? Does it just give like tall or like full size girls thighs in this armor?
Oh no, this is it's called. So let me take off the body real quick.
Okay.
That's the rainbow.
So it's like a skirt?
It's Holy Rainbow Bottoms.
Oh, okay.
It's an all-class bottoms.
Okay,
but
so
have to
you
get, like, level
chose to have
80.
thighs.
Yes. It was a choice.
It was
a very good one.
choice. I was thinking that the potatoes just didn't have thighs. Okay, tea leaves.
Let's see. Does this work? Ah, I did.
I'll have to look again. 1 sec.
We'll get to
Okay,
somewhere in the
yeah.
open.
Let me get my tea leaves.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good.
How many do I need? Is it cheaper to buy that many? I might just see where I can collect that since we're just like goofing off today. I might just collect them manually.
Are you able to see?
Yeah. Though I think my
So-
connection is like something's wrong with my connection because I've got this little symbol by my name. Oh, it's back. Okay, there. Okay, I saw the end of it redo it because I was like lagging out. Okay, so it's like that combination of moves causes that.
Yeah.
Can you change poses and play dead, or are you just gonna be in the fetal position?
So it's race based.
Oh, okay.
So if you get played dead, you'll fall forward and your ass will be in the air. It's hilarious.
Because I'm a potato.
Mm-hmm. Elsians, they just fall flat in their face. So when they do it, if you're on something like this right here, this wall,
Yeah.
it looks like you're planking on it. So you'll just like jump, and then it'll put you like forward, and you'll fall flat. Yeah, it's pretty fun. You got to do a persistent move, and then when it gets out of the move, with the you have to use a macro.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got
Within that macro, you then jump as soon as it gets out of that persistent move.
Mm.
And then for some reason it tricks you into jumping and then having an emote activate in air. It's pretty funny.
Let's see. I guess I'll check the Universalis thing for these tea leaves, but I think it's gonna be better just to collect them since we're just like goofing off today anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's shrimp send. He was just specifying what he meant about like me needing to go harder on enforcing actions.
Oh.
But I'll say today because it was a dream.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let her recover some like sanity just from the rest. Because like technically in universe, I think I have it set like 2 weeks between missions anyway.
Yeah.
So for I don't know, time might have like not passed as much for the other 3 who already did their tutorial.
Yeah.
One other detail. I don't know. Sure. I'll bring up part of it. I want to put the players like stream personas as part of the world slightly. Because technically they're all characters that can appear in the library, but we'll see how that goes over time.
Yeah.
So somewhere in the library there is a skeleton janitor.
And I'm gonna have to voice him.
Or just he exists maybe out on a different. Oh yeah, because I didn't say that. I said that for silvers. The floors you have access to are restricted though.
There's a limited amount of floors.
Yeah, or you're only allowed access to the main timeline floors.
Mm-hmm.
And not any of the extended multiverse floors. Let's see.
How many times remaining? No, okay.
I need to check Universalis. See if I can get a better deal on those leaves or if I just gotta go collect them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it would be 13,000 minimum to get enough leaves for the thing. Because of how they're like grouped up. ffxiv. Board. Oh, that's not what I want. Market board. Okay, let's see. About that sand that I need also. I might just turn in the fish and then
The 3 from the bottom, usually the
sand.
fishing,
Yeah.
fishing, botany, and mining. You could just purchase those in any world, and it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
That's what I was saying though, but the to buy the botany one, it will cost me like 13,000
Oh jeez.
because of how the people who are selling it have it grouped up. Is the minimum to get enough leaves is 13,000. Or I can
Yikes.
spend 19 for a cheaper price for more bulk though.
Yeah.
So-
Cheap. I'd go with the cheapest price you can, because you
Yeah.
never know if you're gonna ever hit those leaves again.
Yeah, the cheapest I can get was the 13, but for like the bulk. But I'm saying that I might just go grab them like out and about because I only need 10. Let me try the electrum
You could
sand.
do that completely.
Yeah.
Like, it's just you want to get these
Yeah.
specifically done because they just offer so much XP.
Yeah.
So if you want to craft these, that's totally fine. Honestly, it would be cheaper to craft them. It's just more
Yeah.
time consuming.
Yeah.
problem.
So far, unless it's been like I try to craft it unless it's like unless I can get the thing for cheap. Yeah, the sand I can get for cheap. So the like mining one is an insanely cheap item, this electrum
Yeah.
sand, but the Bonnie one is like prohibitively expensive. Yeah, let me check it, see about these tea leaves on other market boards and see if it's just our world that's got a problem with the tea supply.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna
Yeah.
make something to eat.
Yeah. Let's see. We are on Aether. Siren. Time zone. Okay, Pacific time. I might use a different site because this site's kind of the harder. This site's the harder one to manage. There. Okay. Let's check. Go to Aether. Siren. T. Leaves. Enter. Okay. Okay, then the Thanalan tea leaves. Let's see. Data center prices. Not what I wanted. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, I can go to Genova. So I'm gonna pop over to Genova and check the price of tea leaves. I think I had to do that via the Aether, right? Okay, check the market board here. Let's see. Okay, Thanalan tea leaves. 6,000, and I don't have to go collect anything for that. Yeah, that's a better deal. That's like half the price of what I would have paid in in Siren. Okay, then I gotta go back to... Oh, I should see just what the price of some of the other things are here. If this is like, just this server's the cheapest. I gotta get some of my other stuff. Let's see. Wait, what's my other stuff that I need? If I can pick any of it up here. Okay. Plumbed oak. Makawato or whatever it's called. The obsidian blade thing. Okay, how much does that cost? 3,000? What do I need to craft it? Because 3,000 is kind of high for one item. Okay, I'll need oak lumber, but I have everything else. Oh, I need more wyvern obsidian, but that's probably cheap. Do I have oak? Wait. Search my crafting method. Search my crafting method. Okay, I have plenty of oak logs. Level is the... Difficulty-wise, it's 41, but I can... I've got a couple tries at that. I need more obsidian, wyvern obsidian. Which is very cheap here. Get 60. Okay. So the obsidian is fine. Let's see. What else do we need? So BHUJ. 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 This one. Oof. What's the history on that? People actually buy them for that much? Some have. What level is this item? Let's see. Crafting method. So I need jadeite and cobalt ingots. I think I have the stuff to make cobalt. Gathering method. Crafting method. I have the stuff to make cobalt. Jadeite, do I have? I would need to get jade. And have my... Let's see what the price of jadeite is. I don't think my goldsmithing's that high yet. Or it might be. Let's see, jadeite cost that much for a quantity of 10 jade. Very cheap. Let's get 20 jade for 600. Okay, where's my goldsmithing at? Was that you? Are you back? Let's see. What is my goldsmithing at?
Kupo.
Oh, you are back, okay. So I'm over at Genova. They had better prices for things.
I'm back with something that sounds disgusting, but is actually pretty decent.
What you got?
Hot dog mac and cheese.
Yeah, I just don't like anything mixed in with my mac and cheese is more my issue with that than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I can't have this every time I have mac and cheese, but
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, it's not disgusting. I'd eat it if it was given it to me, but I'd rather just have straight mac and cheese with nothing in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say hot dog mac and cheese and bacon mac and cheese are equal.
I love bacon mac and cheese more.
I don't care for bacon that much. I'd rather have maybe ground beef. I'd probably like ground beef mac and cheese, but at that point you just got hamburger helper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Do I have what it takes to make the jadeite?
I know. I've lost it.
What?
I've lost the little potato.
Was there potatoes in your mac and cheese too? Oh, or just I'm in Genova. You'll have to go to Genova if you want to stare at me.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. The follow button does not go that far.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know you were following me.
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Let's see. Just in Genova for now because their prices are cheaper. Seeing if I can make this thing.
Genova has generally really good prices for a lot of
Yeah.
things. I think half the stuff I buy is from Genova or Mitsugamer.
Yeah, but like one of these items would cost me 100,000 even in Genova, but I think that's just because there's none available otherwise. I'll have to check maybe the other thing, but I think
sometimes that happens.
I have most of the stuff to make it. It's just that it's like at the high end of my crafting ability.
Mm-hmm. And you're not using quality parts either.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to see if I can get quality parts, but we'll see. Because the only thing I didn't have was this. Well, I don't have the cobalt made, but I have the stuff to make the cobalt. It's just I have to like make the parts.
I've gotten to the point where if it's half as cheap, and only half as cheap, I will buy the higher one because it's double the XP. So it's essentially you're getting the XP faster. If it's like a quarter cheap, I'll just buy the quarter cheap one because it's worth more of my gil.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I've made all of them up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it was like something like very like reasonably priced. Just size jadeite. What are my goldsmithing tools at? Do I need to upgrade them? I might just need to upgrade my goldsmithing tools. Yeah. Okay, let's make a hammer. I gotta switch to a different class to make that hammer. Because I'm also at like the point where I need to start upgrading my tools though too. Because I just have the stuff I've gotten from like the first few like class quest. Upgrade that. Let's see. Okay, I gotta make a new hammer for my goldsmith.
I'm gonna make a run to the corner store, but I have a truck, so.
It's a pain in the ass to pull out.
No.
Oh.
We got big driveways.
Which hammer is for goldsmith?
A hell lot better than using a scooter. I told you I used my nephew's scooter once, right?
Is it too short?
It's too short. I couldn't really push hard off of it, so it ended up being almost more work.
It's around too high level. Let's
But by the time I was about to abandon it, it was already like halfway. I was like, I'm not gonna turn around, then go and get it. So I might as well just use it.
yeah. I'm gonna make upper mithril rivets. Let's make the mithril rivets while I'm here. Okay. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm pretty sure the mic picked up the little one's voice in the background, but I didn't hear any words they said.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure this is gonna be completed. Oh, it will be. Okay. high quality mithril rivets. Then I gotta throw some stuff into my chocobo chest because I've got 2 slots in my inventory left.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what is this? Time mugwort. I could probably just throw that into the other chest even because that's like stuff I don't even need. I'll go turn in the stuff I can turn in already though, which is the like leaves and the ore stuff. Can I turn in from another world or do I have to go back to...
You can turn it from another world.
Okay.
It's just if you want to do like your retainers or anything.
Okay. I'll just turn these in for now and then I'll come back to the market boards and finish this up. One of the Yokai Watch pets. There's a QB Yokai Watch pet.
Mm-hmm.
Of QB. In Korea at the airport, they had Yokai Watch model kits.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is a QB model kit.
I never watched Yokai Watch.
QB is it's like he's like a boss monster.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like a very he looks like Renamon a little bit.
Okay.
But he definitely has like he him pronouns because in the show he turns into like a boy, like a human boy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the character design, like the yokai design is like very feminine though, but that's just because it's a nine-tailed fox.
Yeah.
Undertake. But then he's like on a quest to like steal the hearts of 100 people or something.
Jesus.
But in like because it's a kids show in a cutesy way, and that he's like gotta like have 100 people fall for him.
Oh.
And so his human disguise is like a pretty boy.
That's funny. What the hell? This robot just completely passed me.
Tea leaves. Oh. What level did that go up to that I unlocked a whole new section on legendary nodes and tomes of regional folklore?
Nice.
What level is that? Oh, 50, I guess, because I went past 50 with my Bonnie.
Yeah.
Carp, handover. Deliver. Keep with what I was doing here. Now I opened up a singular inventory slot from that. I'll have to put some of the other junk into a chest, like some of the food stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because that doesn't get used unless I do cooking, which I barely do. Okay. I'm gonna switch to carpenter to get my... Okay. Did I not ever... So yeah, that might be in the chocobo sack. Those two things are, so did I put them away, or are they in my armor chest? Let's see. There's the armory chest. I guess that's my upgraded saw. Cut the wood. Need oak. Quite a bit of oak for multiple things.
I feel like my Dragoon's not AoEing right now.
Oh, the Call of Cthulhu stuff also. I found a whole website of little like one-shot free campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna probably take quite a bit from that.
Gotcha.
The first one I want to take from for that though is it's a like story-wise it's a sequel to Lovecraft's The Temple.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've read Lovecraft or not, or
I haven't actually read him. I just enjoy his mythos.
yeah, it's very annoying to read. Like some of it's okay, but some of it's like annoying. Because he was like a mid-author. He like was creative, but he was also just like mid at writing. He had good ideas, but his execution wasn't great.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of it's good. What was the one I liked? I ended up liking the one called The Outsider. But mostly because it was like a single character's perspective and didn't bring up any of the oofy stuff of his writing. Like part of why like his stuff is scary is because like he was such like a frightful person that like the world he lived in was scary to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's where like part of like his horror comes from. What was it? One of them was talking about like the most, he was like saying at the start of the narration that some people, they go to like castles and other like ancient places to like find their spooks, but me, you can go out into the middle of New England and you'll find the most scary thing: poverty.
Mm-hmm. Poverty.
Stop. Oh, hello, Swix. You be thinking while sleeping. Yeah, it's called Dreamin' Swix. But like one of the short stories, because when I was at the casino the other day, I read like 4 of the short stories. Mm-hmm. One of them, like the scary thing was just like poverty.
Jesus.
Kind of, or that was like the first scary thing, but then it ended up being like the poor guy ended up also like having like other stuff about him, but like the main scary thing about him was that he was like living in like the middle of nowhere. What's the wording on that part? Because it was like specifically about like old New England farmhouses and how like poor the people living there are.
Mm-hmm.
So that one had like something about a picture frame, but there was nothing about picture frames in the actual thing. I guess maybe
That's
like
fine.
it was about like a picture of like the place or something. Might have been like what the meaning was. Yeah, that one was called. Yeah, The Picture in the House. Oh, I guess, okay, never mind. I just misinterpreted the title to involve picture frames. I get why it's called The Picture in the House now, even though it's a picture in a book in the house. But I guess that would have been too much of a light novel title.
Yeah.
The picture in the book on the shelf.
House in this boy's bedroom.
Yeah. Or a picture in the book on the shelf in the abandoned farmed house in the middle of New England.
Yeah. Catchy title.
Yeah. So, searchers after horror haunt strange, far places. For them, the catacombs of Port Malais, so some like foreign place, and the cavern of Mausolea of the nightmare. Mausolea of the nightmare countries. So anywhere not America, I guess, or not Europe. I don't know what he means by nightmare countries. They climbed to
Countries
the
with poverty.
Yeah. Because then they climbed to the moonlit towers of the ruined Rhine castles and faltered down the black cobbled steps beneath the scattered stones of forgotten cities in Asia. The haunted wood and the desolate mountain are their shrines, and they linger around the sinister monoliths of uninhabited isles. But the true Oedipus in the terrible, to whom the new thrill of unutterable ghastliness is the chief and justification of existence, esteems most of all in the ancient, lonely farmhouses of the backwoods of New England. For there, the dark elements of strength, solitude, grotesqueness, and ignorance combine to form the perfection of the hideousness. So the thing he fears most, poverty.
Mm-hmm.
It's the start of that one, but that's how that one starts. But then it's just like a story about like this dude, he's doing some sort of like genealogy research, and he's like going between like the farmhouses for something. They never go into like why he's out there, but he gets caught up in the rain. And he has to like take shelter in one of these farmhouses, and he like brings his bike in, and of course the dude had a bike, so he had to take shelter in the farmhouse. And like he finds this book, and it's like some like even for the time like 100-year-old book, because the story is like already set 100 years ago, so like a 200-year-old book about like the continent of Africa or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like one of the pages in the book describes like a cannibalistic society, because the stereotype from back then was that like people in Africa were cannibals or something. Now the stereotype is people in the backwoods are cannibals. Mostly because those backwoods movies. Those scared the shit out of me, because I was living like in West Virginia when I watched it. I was living in the backwoods of West Virginia when I watched the movie about backwoods cannibals. So finds the book in the house, and he's like, oh, this is a rare old book. But the like how books tend to want to like open up to a certain page, this old book keeps wanting to open up to the cannibal page. And like he investigates that for a while, and then it turns out the house wasn't abandoned, because he knocked and no one answered, so he thought, oh, this place must be abandoned.
That's funny.
And so the owner comes downstairs, and he's this like old man with like a long ass beard that like touches the ground type of old man.
Mm-hmm.
But his face isn't as wrinkly as like the length of his beard would suggest. And he's quite stout. Yeah. He's quite stout. And they talk about the book for a while. And the guy's like, oh, I love that book. I don't know can't read a word of it. Don't know any Latin. The narrator knows some Latin, so he reads some passages to him. And then they like discuss the pictures and how, because this old guy, he's had this book for so long, he's come up with his own meaning for all the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And like how much he likes all the different pictures. And then they get to the cannibal page, and he's like, that one's my favorite picture.
That one's my favorite. Oh, yeah.
And like the tension like slowly builds, and then they talk about that for a bit, and the guy goes on saying like, you know, it inspired me to like buy a lamb from like somebody selling a lamb to like test out some of the stuff the pictures depict. And they're like, oh god, type of stuff the narrator thinks. And then it ends with the like old man being like, it makes you wonder what would happen if you did eat him. Would it give you like longer lifespan or something? As he like talks about his like friends from the Revolutionary War. And Because one of like the details is like he's like, oh yeah, I got that book from my friend, the dude, and then the narrator's like, that dude served it was famous in the Revolutionary War times. But though at that time that was only like 100 years prior.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as outlandish for him to have known somebody from the Revolutionary War. And then it ends with like of him saying like, it makes you wonder like why they would do such a thing. Perhaps it gives you like immortality or something. And they're like, yeah, isn't that funny? And then like a drop of red water drips from drips from the ceiling, and the narrator looks up and there's a big red stain on the ceiling, and then the story's over.
Huh.
Like they're like fine little short horror stories, but they're not like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Like there was like the only thing supernatural about that one is that like the guy lived longer by eating human flesh. So now in my weeks we do Call of Cthulhu. So Call of Cthulhu is good. But it just like it was funny to me that one part of the horror was that it was like a place of poverty.
Poverty.
Yeah.
What's worse than pedophiles? Children. Or predators.
Predators.
What's worse than predators? Child.
What is that? So like the even that one about like white poverty, they had to sneak in some like random racism though with the like book about Africans though.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they were discussing the book, the old man who is the villain in the story drops the N-word. Like the proper N-word, not just like the like the way of the Spanish word for black.
Oh.
Because like typically they just use the Spanish word for black in some of the other book or passages or whatever or some of the other short stories, which is oof, but like at least was appropriate for the times. But even for the times, the full N-word was a little bit inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the first spot I've seen where because I'm like 6 stories in to because it's like it's a physical book I have that's like a anthology of all of like his like short works or whatever, or all the ones that are in the public domain or were in the public domain when this book was published. I think more have gone since then.
Okay.
But, so the like that one where the main like horror in the story was like white poverty was still the one that like had the was the first one to use the full N-word.
Jesus.
He just can't hold himself back. It's like the problem.
Back then, it wasn't offensive.
It was still somewhat offensive back then, though.
Yeah,
Just not
but
it was not to the same level
it
as
wasn't
it is now.
the same level, yeah.
Yeah. But even then, he was like offensive for the time period a little bit. But I guess it makes the character or the narrators be imperfect narrators a bit, even though that's not the original intention of those like parts being in there.
Mm-hmm.
it makes it on a modern look, the you like not feel as bad for the narrator when shit goes down. So some of like in the temple, that narrator you're not supposed to feel bad for at all, I think, though, because I don't know. Was the US against Germany in World War One?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, you're supposed to not feel as bad for him, because the like narrator in the temple is a German U-2 submarine captain.
Yeah. Germany was on both
Yeah.
losing sides.
Yeah. Who had just he had just
Russia's
like,
the one that was
yeah.
on our side on one and their side on the other.
Yeah. Alright, I think Russia was like a double agent in two, rather. Because like they fought against, or initially they were gonna like split up.
They were, but they
Germany
attacked,
said nah. Yeah.
They attacked one of the Russian allies, and they're like, "Nah, you crossed the line."
But so in the temple, it's about this U-2 pilot, or not U-2, U-20 whatever pilot, whatever the U-boats are called.
Mm-hmm.
Or pilot's not the right word either. Captain. He's like the head captain at the top of like the chain of command. Yeah.
Commodore, Captain,
Yeah.
Admiral.
I'll skim it and see what his actual position is in a sec, because I think he says it in his like introduction.
Colonel.
But like at the start of the incident that causes him to be in his situation was that their ship took out a passenger ship. So I think he's not supposed to be sympathetic. Who knows, knowing Lovecraft, though? There was a whole lot of weird stuff about this guy being like a proud like Prussian and like hating on the Rhinelanders or something. Because there was a different like crew member who was like of like Rhine descendants or whatever, and like was his the narrator's comments are about how feminine he is.
Jesus.
See. But somehow the story about a German submarine captain was one of the least racist ones. The only bit of racism was against other German people. Like I said, the thing about Rhinelanders versus Prussians.
Germany wasn't really racist in
or like light
World War One.
Light racism against like other like ethnicities in Germany, and then a slight little bit of Italiaphobia, where he calls an Italian dark skinned or whatever because he's Italian.
No.
Like there's some Italian guy who like gets killed by the Germans in this, and they comment that he's dark. What is it? He's the lieutenant commander of the Imperial German Navy. That's his position, and he's on a U-29. And at the beginning of it, they so as part of their like mission, they start sinking a American passenger vessel.
Mm-hmm.
And they like film the sinking like Titanic style. It's like it's going down Titanic style, and there's all these like lifeboats and stuff. And so they left the lifeboats and they filmed the ship sinking. And then after they finished filming the ship sinking, then they sunk the lifeboats. And then one of the bodies, an Italian young man, washes up like to their like little because they like surfaced a bit and they were like standing watching the ship sink. And so one of the dead bodies like go up to their like little like platform, and they like are throwing him off when they like searched the body briefly, and they saw that he had this little totem thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's the head of a baby with like it's a stone head of a baby with It'd be like a laurel around its head.
Okay.
Oh. I need to help my mom with something. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello back.
I don't know. You wouldn't have seen it earlier because you weren't here yet, but before the stream, it wasn't a fight, but they got onto me for being a little too mean to Shino. Because what was it? I brought up New England, like in general, and nobody or Shino didn't and Shrimp didn't know what New England was.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were kind of like reacting weirdly to it. And I got not upset, but I got like boisterous and mean towards Shino because I'm like, you live in New England, learn fucking geography. He's like, we don't call it New England here. I'm like, I guarantee you they do.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, then it doesn't matter anyway. I'm like, it matters a lot. This is Lovecraft.
Mm.
New England is one of the buzzwords he likes. What's the other one? It was there's like I saw like a joke page one time about or not joke page, but like a joke thing about like the words that he likes to use. Was it's described even at the time as purple language that Lovecraft used, which is like this overly like verbose, like overly descriptive while describing nothing language. What was it? One of the like things about it was like he wrote like a short essay about a cat. And he like described it like it was some sort of like magnificent eldritch entity.
Is that where the cat from the Marvel universe comes from?
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Because it's basically an eldritch entity.
I mean, there's a lot about cats and like eldritch things because there's like
its stomach is a pocket dimension.
I don't know about that.
Its tentacles coming out of its mouth. It actually opens up its mouth.
It might be a slight reference to the stuff because there's like an essay, but it's not that he like gave the cat any new like attributes. It's just he overly described the cat's attributes in a way that made it seem like a magnificent eldritch being.
Yeah, a flirkin.
Instead of what was it? Whereas in contrast, dogs are dumb, stupid, like lower beings.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like a short essay entry for like why cats are better than dogs.
Yeah.
And like some other contemporary author like dug into him over it. Like, dude, they were beefing about it back then even.
That's funny.
I think dogs need out. I'm also thinking dogs probably don't need out. I'm like, am I gonna come back to dog shit under the desk? And she's like, no, you won't. I'm like, no, they do need out though. dogs are out for a moment. Okuja like tried to pounce at my leg, but I stopped because usually he like chases after you and like bites the back of the pants or whatever. But I stopped moving when he wasn't expecting it, and he just like his chest rammed into the back of my leg. But he's so tiny it hurt him more than it hurt me. So the temple. So the Germans, they take the little like thing from the Italian sailor. What is the description of the Italian sailor? Because it's like weird to like think about Italian phobia and like in a real example of it. He's like a streamer I like to watch called Hassan. He makes jokes about Italian phobia. No, he's Turkish. Because what was it? He did the streamer guy. He did what is it called? A GTA roleplay thing. I never watched it, but he like references it in his like other content. Because I'm not into watching like that type of stuff that much. I'd rather play that type of thing than like watch it. But his like GTA roleplay character is like an Italian mobster type of guy who he puts on like a very stereotypical Italian accent and like talks with his hands. And then does I guess like whatever the crime is in GTA roleplay. Hello, Suin. But so whenever like Italiaphobia comes up, he like jokes about it. So it was the real the Italiaphobia part. So when they rose to the surface, so when we rose to the surface about sunset, a seaman's body was found on the deck, hands gripping the railing in curious fashion. The poor fellow was a young, rather dark, and very handsome, probably Italian or Greek. And undoubtedly of the Victory's crew, the name of the American ship they sunk.
Did someone say Italian?
Yeah, he's Italian. But, like, the description, this poor fellow was rather young, dark, and very handsome. Probably of Italian or Greek descent. Because it's, like, not common currently in the US to think of Italians as dark. But 100 years ago when this story was written, that's what they thought of Italians, I guess. That's what they say. And then the thing he's holding. Our men searched him for souvenirs and found in his coat pocket a very odd bit of ivory carved to represent a youth's head crowned with laurel. And then a fellow officer. So like the main character, his name is Carl. His name's Karl Heinrich, but this was written before World War II, so I don't know how he managed to like name the dude Heinrich. I think it's a common German name though. So Carl's the main character, and his fellow officer, Lieutenant Cleanse, K-L-E-N-Z-E, Clancy. Did they ever say Lieutenant's full name, I wonder? Maybe later, because he's like the one who like survives the longest after Carl. He's just called Lieutenant Clancy though. They might say it later. Is it Clancy how you pronounce that? K-L-E-N-Z-E. Cleansing.
I said Clancy because it just reminded me of Resident Evil 7.
So Clancy takes the head.
Okay. What do I gotta do now? I have MSQ, and that's done with my roulettis. I want to go get something to drink before I do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep chilling.
I think I'm gonna go grab a drink, and then I'll be back.
Okay. Yes, hello, Suin. I hope you had a good day. We did Call of Cthulhu earlier. Right now I'm just doing the thing I do with books, but this time it's, Lovecraft stories. It was good. We redid the tutorial with Grim and, Silver. In the opposite order of that, though. We did Silver's and then we did Grim because Grim was, late because he had baseball. And then, or no, he coaches baseball. And then, so we ran Silver's tutorial first, and then when Grim showed up, we ran his, like, separate. Silver failed, and then Grim, he succeeded, but, like, barely because he kept rolling bad on his, sanity checks. And, Grim is the first person in the, of the group to get, insanity. No, wait, wrong way of doing that. How many logs do I have now? I've got enough logs. Okay. Do I have the stuff to make my oak, thing now? The plum oak thing I do, okay. And then we just did, like, other, like introductory stuff because we're still just starting the Call of Cthulhu, campaign. And then the, other stuff would have been... And then I'm just talking to vagaries about what other plans I have for it. So then the story I'm talking about right now, though, is The Temple by H.P. Lovecraft. When Grim comes back, I'll continue, but the short of it is a, we're not very far in, we're only like 3 paragraphs in anyway, but a German U-boat captain guy, Lieutenant Commander Carl, is his U-boat just shot a American passenger vessel, and they filmed the downing of the ship, and then after they finished filming downing the ship, they sunk all the lifeboats. And then they an Italian youth grabbed onto their their railing on the outside of the U-boat, and when they removed him from the ship, they found a strange little, like, head in his pocket. Like a little ivory head. That's where we're at on that. And I was saying that, Carl, the narrator of the story, is not meant to be a sympathetic character that you care about, like, in a proper way. Because, like, they start off by talking about how he sunk an American ship and how he, like, threw the body of this youth out and other stuff. I made that one. Oh. Headset just connected and disconnected and connected for, like, no reason. I'm like barely 2 feet away from the like receiver on the computer. Apply for permission. You turn in the thing. Okay. How many levels is that? Just one, probably? No, 2 levels for that? That's good. Let's see. Then what else do I need? Okay, I've got enough wood. Now I gotta go back to making the goldsmith hammer. That's what I was working on, so I could get a jade. Let's see. Is that the goldsmith one? That's a carpenter thing. Goldsmith. Okay. Oh, hello, Mud. Oh, you're in Sao Paulo? I'm glad you got there safely. Your flight, is at 4 a.m. Okay. This one. There, filled that bar up. Okay. Okay, made the hammer fully. Let's equip that hammer to my goldsmith now. This page. Equip that. Okay. Committed gear already set. Let's input that. Okay, then I need to process the jadeite for the other thing. Then I'll resume the story I was telling when Grim comes back with his drink. You paid $2 extra to board first. The wrong place. Oh, that sucks. At least you only paid $2 extra for it, but I'm not sure how expensive the flight was. Unless $2 is a lot in Brazilian money, I don't know. Let's see. I'm sorry you had to board last. Refill that. Okay. Let's see, can I get a high quality jadeite this time? Nope. Let's try again. Okay, 400 both ways. Yeah, so 2 isn't that bad, but it's too bad you didn't get the benefit of that $2. Okay, let's see. How do I do this? I'll do it this way. finish it off. Not regular quality jadeite. I want a high quality one. Let's see. They gave you extra stuff to you. Oh, so it was also like a better quality seating though, at least. Is it to me or for me? Let's see. They gave. In this context, it's to me. They gave extra stuff to me for this case. If for me is kind of like a weird type of past tense, because even though this is past tense, we're talking about it like it's in the like present a little bit. If they like left stuff for you is when you use like for you or like for me or whatever. Let me think. Because if they hand it to you, so if it's a one-on-one interaction where like somebody is giving something directly to you, then it's that. But if they left it for you, it is a weird one. But like for you is like a bit of a past tense. But though then if like on a sender address, so like from and to, if somebody's like, who is that for? Whose does that belong to? Like on an object, then you're like, oh, that is for so and so, type of thing, and not to for and so, but because to is like, it is a weird setup for it, I would say, because to sometimes can also mean it's coming from somebody, but you don't give for someone. If you give for someone, you're giving in like somebody's name, but if you give to someone, you're giving it to them. It is a weird use case. I feel like it's just like an instinct to know which to use, I think. So it completely depends on the situation, but in this situation, it would be they gave extra stuff to you. I do not know how to describe what context to like properly like understand the situation. Oh wait, wrong button. Oh, it still worked out in the end. Let's see. Maybe I'll get a high quality one finally. Finally got a high quality one. Okay, so now I can... How many did I need for the thing? Let's see. Oh, welcome back.
We got sunflower seeds.
Yeah. Mud brought up a very interesting point about English. So when he was talking, he asked if in the context of what he's saying here about like he went on an airplane flight and because he paid extra, he got a better seat and got a USB for charging outlet and stuff.
Yep.
And he says they gave stuff to me and there was a USB outlet with to me. Oh, to me at the end is weird. I didn't read the end part, but he's like, wait, is it to me or for me? And so it like depends on the context, but I think I did misread the like last part. I didn't see that last to me because it was at the end of the line. What? For me, to me. I guess for me is here because it was left for you type of thing, or is they directly handed stuff to you? On the other case, I didn't read the last to me. Sorry, but it brings up the question of when do you like, how do you like determine like for me and to me on this, or for and to in this type of situation was interesting.
They both technically work.
Yeah. My best thought was
for me is more of a like a favor.
Oh. or I felt like it was more of like a past
Or
tense type of thing.
It could be that.
Yeah. I just, it's one of those things where it's just like you kind of have to have the like English instinct on where to put it, I feel like. And there's no like hard fast rule. But it is interesting to think about because I'd never thought about like how to differently use that before. Okay, let's see. I can make cobalt now. Smithing. Okay. Get back to the temple then. So in the temple, so they get the weird little carving, and Clinzy, he becomes a little bit obsessed with this carving. So the guy, the like second in command guy, he feels like it's like of importance, so he holds on to it throughout the entire like story. Switch to armor.
Like Troll doing his hunts right now.
Let's see. Oh, I need to make cobalt ingots for what I'm doing. Okay, but so they throw the body out. Okay, so what happens? So then like some of the people, they start having like bad dreams on the ship or whatever, and like the toll of their like journey is like starting to like weigh on them. But then I think when he starts putting down crewmates, they like missed their next like mission objective. They were supposed to shoot another ship or get rid of another ship or whatever. But then after like missing the ship they were supposed to get, and because like some of the crew was like falling ill, and then another strange occurrence is that like another strange occurrence is that a school of dolphins like is like following the U-boat around.
The dolphins are eldritch creatures.
I mean, well, later they're at like depths that dolphins ought not be. So then all of a sudden he says, where does he say it? Like, 'cause there's dates for all these things. So they shot the first American ship down on August 20th, 1917. Then on June 20th, people were like ill. And in particular, June 20th is when at 2 p.m. on June 20th, the engine room explodes. And then they no longer have like propulsion. And so they still can control their depth at this point. So if they they could have surfaced and like signaled for help, but like they were in like enemy territory and they didn't want to do that.
Okay.
And so they just like hope that like another vessel of their own like comes to find them, but like the situation is getting more and more hopeless. And so slowly over time, like they miss an opportunity to surface in front of like an enemy ship and signal for help. Momento Pina.
So Flyball and Soul did their MSQ.
Yeah. What, an MSQ or a
They did it already.
Or so, are they redoing the last dungeon again?
They're doing a dungeon right now, I think.
Yeah. I think the MSQ they did earlier was just redoing the main, like, the like, end of MSQ 1 again.
Yeah, but, what it does is, it's just a huge XP and tombstone. So it's worth doing.
Yeah.
You want me to start queuing us up for that?
We can, I guess, do like one round of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me finish what I'm working, or at least this crafting, and maybe go clean up my inventory. Because I was
Because
still
since
just
we aren't
like,
a full party, we have to search for people,
yeah.
which
Let me
means
get,
it'll take time.
let me get out
get
of
you-
where I'm at.
You do crafting while we wait.
Or I'll
You
clean
got
out
all
my
the stuff for
inventory.
your crafting, right?
I have it all in my inventory, but my inventory is like too full at this point.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go back to my home world and like clean out the inventory.
Even your saddle?
Or not the saddle. I could throw some stuff in the saddle probably. But I want to throw the like other stuff into the thing and then just switch classes and stand around. Let me just get this cobalt ingot. Okay. Is that enough for the thing though? If that's enough for like the thing, I might just attempt crafting the thing and not care about it being high quality. Search item, or not search item. Search for crafting method. Oh, I need 2 cobalt ingots. I can just be quick about it instead of like sitting here talking. One sec.
I'll go to Kugani real quick and try to get a
Okay.
house. Because it wasn't. We were 30 days old. It was during that time they were pausing.
Mm.
So I want to check that out.
Okay, you can check that then. Just see if I can get this in high quality again. Two high quality of those. Then I can check the thing. Okay, I have high quality of all of the materials, so I might actually just get a high quality one. Oh, you look very different again. This was the model I used for Call of Cthulhu. I just left it on. Okay, there, I made high quality. Go turn that one in then, I guess. Okay. Almost at level 50 blacksmithing, but
Nice.
okay, let's return to my main world and then clean up my inventory a bit. Are you able to find houses now, or?
Checking. So Ward 2 has some.
My world setting back to Siren. Okay. So they can no longer like control their like propulsion, but they can still like surface and go down and up. But then like a bunch of the crew tries some mutiny, so they have to put that down. Over time, they have to put down more and more crew. To the point where it's only Clinzy and Carl left at the very end. And they spend like a good amount of time like just together, like alone on the boat, but like Clinzy is like losing his mind, and it's the part where Carl comments in his like his log entry book that he comments about Clinzy being of like Rhine descendants, and that's why he like felt so easily to the delusions. So I think it's from like. Let's see.
I just need to go grab the gill real quick, and I'll try to place a bet.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of, but at some point, like so, over like over a month, Carl and Quincy have to like spin together alone in this ship, and he's like annoying Carl the entire time. Carl's a grumpy grump.
Yeah, it's Cleansy.
Oh, okay, how to pronounce that is Clinzy.
Mm.
So Lindsay, but Carl's a grumpy grump the entire time about having to spend like all this time with Clinzy.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually, they arrive at like a place where there's this like, or no, it's even before they arrive there. But so they lose their ability to like surface at some point, and like Clinzy has like completely lost it, and he's like ready to like, he talks to Carl about how like there's the thing out there calling to me. I must go join me with it. And he's like, nah, you do you, bro. And Clinzy like asks to be let out the like water lock.
Mm-hmm.
And Carl like obliges him and helps him like unseal the water lock and like send him out into the ocean without a suit.
Sounds like he fucked up.
But then he starts to miss Clinzy later. Let's see. This night's adventures. It's 18 hours. An hour. So with the adventures, it was best to do what, the 18-hour ones, or?
So, what you want to do is, if you know you're going to be on for say 6 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll do 6 of the hour adventures. They cost more, but you get a lot more XP. So in at the same amount of time you do 6 adventures, you'll get like the same amount of experience as an 18 venture. Just the 18-hour adventure costs less.
Okay, so is it the hunt ones or the quick one?
It'll tell you a time.
Okay. Oh, and it does say the XP awarded.
So it'll say XP rewarded and hunt.
40. Probably that one. It's hunting. Yeah, it is the quick venture that's worth more.
6.
Yeah. Assign. Then go to
Where do I go to place a
other
bet?
one.
The resident caretaker?
Oh, okay, I've gotta assign some of this stuff out. Trust to obtainer. Keep this iron. I don't need salt unless I'm cooking. Give all the fish over too. Trust to make duplicates of stuff. Okay, then go to the other one. Finish this.
Oh, okay, so not today, but on Sunday is when bidding can start.
Okay.
Okay. And then that goes till the 24th,
Okay.
and results are gonna end on March 8th,
Okay.
or 28th. God, they make housing so weird in this game.
In progress. First, I'm gonna assign all my duplicates. Just muddy water. Sort. I'm giving. I was giving those things to the other thing. So let's see what to give here. Trust that. Sell all that. Trust some of these like more obscure things. Okay, then I can sort, and that should be okay. I've got a whole page now. Let me switch to my scholar.
What's up?
And I'm gonna switch to scholar now, so then you can start the queue.
Invite me.
Oh yeah.
Ah, joke's on you. Now you have to start it.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
I'll go dance. Sir. Ooh, Gunbreaker. That way I can dictate the pace.
Yeah. Duty finder. Oh,
My
is it
armor
main
can't go up.
scenario then, or what is the duty finder that we should be doing?
Well, we could do both. Just tell me which one you're doing. I need to do main scenario.
I guess we can do main
I've already done
scenario. I
late
haven't done that
leveling,
yet.
but I am down to do leveling with you as well.
Let's start with leveling so we can like start easy since I'm
Okay.
warming up.
What's the? Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. Should I wait? Withdraw? Or
Okay, it
Okay.
was tank and need. Perfect.
okay. Convince then. Okay. Okay, they find that too fast. So fast. So after kicking Clinzy out the airlock, he then he starts going mad, and then part of his comments are that like, wouldn't it be great if there was a psychologist on board to have recorded his process of going mad?
Mm-hmm. Turn this on.
And then okay, since we're doing this, I should just fight and then so they have a searchlight the entire time. So the entire time there's like dolphins harassing the U-boat.
Mm-hmm.
And but with the searchlight outside the U-boat, when it finally like stops moving, only Carl is left. Outside with the spotlight, Carl can see this like ancient Greek-looking temple.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like oddly round. And then with the like dive, he's got like a walking dive suit, and so he like steps out and like explores it a little bit, but he doesn't like go into the temple and like goes through the streets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then so Carl starts to go mad, and like the final, or one of the things he mentions at this point is that the dolphins are still about, but he's like kept his eye on the same dolphin for like an hour, and it never like, or however long it takes for a dolphin to like surface.
Mm-hmm.
And these dolphins, they don't surface no matter what.
Oh god. Great.
Like he's watched them like an absurd amount of time, and these dolphins have yet to surface. Doesn't matter, it's not enough. Unless it starts killing you.
You don't really have to worry about this like any of the bosses. I generally don't need a lot of healing, unless you need to do it for your like to get a specific resource, like on Sage.
Or it's more just that I was healing you preemptively if you went past like 25% down or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be safe.
That's good enough.
You. Then, so he explores this temple a bit, and writes about it as he, like, slowly goes mad. And then, he sees, like, this light coming from the temple or it's, like, or he fell asleep, watching it with the, like, spotlight, and he ran out of, like, battery. And so the spotlight no longer works, but somehow it's still bright. And he thinks he's like imagining this light. But then he like takes some sort of like like psychotic pill or something. I forgot what it was. They say specifically what like drug he took, but he took some sort of like
Antipsychotic.
Yeah, antipsychotic or anti like nausea, some sort of medicine he took that was like to help him clear his head. And you could still see the light, but what was more shocking to him is that because he moved a glass out to take the pills, he could see where the glass was. Confirming that it wasn't like some sort of delusion, that he was actually like seeing light when he shouldn't have been. But then he went up to like the lookout spot and there was no light there. It was only in like the main cabin. And then then he starts really losing it. He's like writing his like last like entry, and he's like talking about how like he's like fully lost it, and like he can feel the thing calling to him, so he's gonna go to what's calling him.
That's the way of Barnabas. Going to what's calling to him.
And then he goes out and he says, I'm gonna go make one final walk in the suit to what I know is gonna be just a death via suffocation, but I still feel it calling to me type of thing. And then that's where it ends.
Until the next episode.
Well, so one of the free scenarios that I found is a like sequel scenario about like an investigation to find out what happened to the U-boat.
Okay.
And so I'm thinking about doing that one.
That could be cool.
But if I do that one, it won't be for like a month or so, because I'm gonna do my like original scenario plan first. The thing I would have ran 2 weeks ago had people showed up.
Yeah.
Now there's no booba version of this avatar.
Rip.
Oh shit.
I wish.
I mean, all it would take is changing the texture on the other one.
That's the big bad.
Is the main scenario thing tough? Because I'm like falling asleep right now. Or not falling asleep, but I'm like actually getting into a dungeon. I'm like losing my focus.
It's not tough. It's just long. It's the cutscene ones.
Oh.
So yeah, it's just lots of cutscenes. I say the toughest one is probably if we get Ultima. But at least that one's quick.
So it just gives us like a short one.
It can. There's
yeah. Like, I
there's
mean, it
three
just gives us like the segment and not the entire thing.
We'll either get Praetorium, the first one, or Ultima.
See about those
I'm hiding.
items. Yes. Indeed. Okay. Where are you hiding?
I'm hiding.
Oh, just behind the thing.
Yeah. Rip, no comms from them. I'm not stuck. Yeah, then queue us up for MSQ.
Yeah.
If we get Praetorium, it's like 40 minutes because of cutscenes.
Mm.
But it gives you more time to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
So I got a pound of sunflower seeds.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Mm-hmm. Went to the store. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get me a bag of sunflower seeds because I can use that at the game tomorrow. And then I saw they had the pounder. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a lot of sunflower seeds.
Okay. Joining that. Okay. And healer is like the special one right now anyway.
Is it nice?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get a little bit more gil.
Mm.
I think some extra XP too. The buddy house I was at, his friend. Oh, yeah, we get Praetorium. Yeah, we got Praetorium. Okay.
Oh, so we got the 40-minute long one.
You're gonna get a shit ton of XP from this though. It has the most XP given. His friend, he does all he does all day in his Final Fantasy to make gil is look for whatever like trials or whatever needs something, and he'll go and click on it and he'll jump in really quick. So he's getting more done than most people, and he's also doing the requested role.
Yeah.
So he's making a shit ton of gil an hour. Because you get like 10k extra. That's extra. So you're making like.
And what's the base for doing this?
Like 10.
10, so like 20.
Makes like 100k an hour.
It's pretty good.
We're having fun.
Yeah, I don't think I've been above like 300k except for the like time I held on to like the guild funds from the donation that we got.
I did too soon.
Okay.
Well, I should probably turn this dance on.
Okay, there's a little bit of a shield. Good to everybody. Okay.
You got this, Sid. At the end of the day, you're the real hero.
Oh, I have to interact with Sid. we go.
You really just need to shave off some HP on these guys.
I mean, I did a little bit towards the end on that one, at least. Oh, I thought you were telling me to actually damage the enemy.
No.
Okay.
It's just for some reason, Praetorium has a huge freaking HP pool for all of its minions. So it's just insane.
Gotta move out of that one. Oh, that puts me in one.
That's it on.
What? Are we moving forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
A test of your reflexes.
Oh shit, what happened? How did you do that? What happened? When did that happen? Like, I was just looking.
So Gunbreaker has a special move called Super Bullite. And what it does is it drops me down to 1 HP, but I cannot be damaged for like 8 seconds. It's just my invuln. Then I think Dark Knight kind of is similar or something, but they have to pop it when they're about to die. So when they do die, they get their invuln for like 8 seconds. And if in those 8 seconds you don't heal him up to full, or he doesn't heal up to full, by that it's just like, so if you had 50k HP, if he doesn't heal 50k in 8 seconds, he'll die. Paladin, I think, just has a straight up invuln. I forget what warrior has. I don't know. Does warrior even have an invuln? Maybe.
Yeah, but so for the temple scenario, for the game the current thought that I don't know if I'm gonna execute was to record myself reading the entire temple story as like the like prologue for that like day or whatever. And just like start my stream early and have that play throughout at the beginning of my stream. And then I guess like send you guys the MP3 file as like if you want to do homework.
Here's some homework. No.
Here's homework. Listen
I
to
got
me
into
read
D&D
to you
to
for
avoid homework.
I was gonna say, here's the homework. Listen to me read to you for 40 minutes. Is it like I said, this is still a maybe. This is just the thought in my head. We'll see how I feel over the next month if I feel like executing on that thought. Because I would have to record it like paragraph at a time.
Oh no, it's a gremlin.
There's two potatoes on the team.
For me, I'm in the middle and there's 2 potatoes flanking me.
Oh,
And when it panned over a little bit, it was you.
the other potato's like rocking an interesting look too. Though I quite enjoy my little gangster outfit. I don't know if I like it better than the sugar cone hat, but it's definitely more serious than the sugar cone hat. I feel like it ruins cutscenes less than the sugar cone hat. Then, So, like, if you Google, like, a, whatchamacallit, an audiobook for the temple, it says 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, it would be like it would just play before stream, if I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna focus on this a little bit. Recast that and give you some like specific when yours goes down. There we go. Give everybody some continuous healing for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I can, I'll place another reduction barrier.
But yeah, the Final Fantasy 14 card game is cool because the deck I played against my friend is the Scion of the Seven Dawn deck.
Mm.
So it's the Scions from Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was a pain in the ass for me though. Kept killing all my samurai.
I should probably. Oh, okay, we're finish that one. So what's the best thing to get with these tomestones? The armor, or
Just gear in general. So right now you're at what, level 50? 60?
yeah, 50 something.
50,
Oh,
you
yeah,
have to go to Morgana and get Ironworks gear.
Why can't
60,
I- too far away.
you need to go to Foundation. Or not Foundation, Idleshire, which is the Heaven's Ward version of Morgana. And then every expansion has a place that you can spin it at for leveled gear.
Mm.
What are you at right now, currently? Like 50 something?
Yeah, 50 something. I don't know the exact.
So yeah, if you're maxed out on it, you could purchase other gear for like your second class. I guess you do have to do caster class for Summoner,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't be a bad idea to grab Summoner class gear.
Wait, where are we going? Did I miss the turn? Okay, I missed the turn. It took me a while to get into it because I forgot that I was zoomed in again.
Mm-hmm.
Does the bottom, or it wouldn't be on the bottom, does the, like, forward arrow thingy make you go faster? Or is
What
it
forward
just, or is it shooting bullets? The one that's not the, like, firing my laser.
The second button?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's just like a gun,
Okay.
a little minigun.
Probably be easier to aim than the... For me, at least. Let's see if I can get the...
They can honestly just take out this section and everybody would be happy.
Yeah. Because this doesn't feed the story at all. It's an unnecessary tension.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's to do something with the mech suit that they played up. But
It's just like, hey, look, remember that mech suit? It's still here.
they could have like done something different with it.
Mm-hmm. And you never see it again.
Yeah. I mean, you own it now, so you just have it. But you don't
Yeah,
see
I
it in the
guess it's now.
story. Even though they made it a character that has like a personality, they should have like done more with it then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could have had it like sacrifice itself at the end or something, but then you wouldn't be able to explain why you have it as a mount now.
Mm-hmm. So, you can get, Ramu. Do you know who Ramu is?
Not off the top of my head.
He's one of the trials, the lightning sylph trial.
Mm.
You can get him as a mount. For some odd reason. Fucking Nero. Yeah, I cannot wait for you guys to get the Heaven's Ward. Oh my god. That's when you want to enjoy your time.
Just doing dungeons still.
Funny thing about the name Garland is Garland is actually the first knight, the first big bad of Final Fantasy 1. He's Knight Garland that turns into chaos.
Kind of remember that like is the knight that like kidnapped the princess or whatever, because I played a little bit of one. Okay.
Yeah. And then he became chaos through, I forget how. Just you beat him and then he turns into chaos, and then
you beat him and he gets butthurt.
Mm-hmm. You're just known as Knight Garland instead of just something else, but it's nice that they reuse the name.
Yeah. Short stories under this. I just had a thought. I never brought the dogs back in, but it's 53 degrees. They won't die.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just be a little upsetty spaghetti with me when he comes back in.
The littlest one for sure.
Yeah. Cosmo throws little tinter tantrums though over like stuff sometimes. Like he's
That's
like
true.
Somehow like slightly emotionally intelligent in that he has enough emotion to like throw a tantrum when he's upset. He tries to like switcheroo me on things. Like when I like try to force him outside, he'll act like he's
Fake you out.
following and he'll fake me out on things.
And then close the door behind you and lock it.
If he could, he would.
Scooby-Doo laugh.
Yeah. If it was within his ability, he would lock me outside.
How you like it?
I don't even know if there'd be a way to get back in. It surely wouldn't be easy. I would have, because like the fences are locked.
Or you'd have to knock on like your mom's window. And,
Yeah, I would have to knock on a window. Yeah, like cause like
You'd probably knock on the little one's window.
little one's window's not on that side of the house. It's a shitty house design. The like two of the bedrooms face the road on the front of the house, and it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't have my bedroom window open.
Mm-hmm. It's the same here.
I could get to the mom's window, but like because I wouldn't be able to get to the front of the house, and like the side door to the garage is locked just perpetually unless somebody like forgot.
It's perpetually unlocked.
Typically that door is not used.
Fighting.
And then the gates are all locked and so rickety that even if I tried to open them I'd probably break it. So like I guess if it was an emergency I could break down the fence.
Mm-hmm.
The shitty fence.
God, seeing that Lalafell do its little emote reminded me that they added a high chair to the game just for Lalafell.
I know they have like step stools.
Well, so people were doing a slight complaint like how Lalafell, when they sit down at a normal table for everybody else,
Yeah.
their head kind of clips into the table, or they can't see over the table. So they made a Lalafell lifter, which is a special seat just for Lalafell.
Is
It's
it a
high-
mount?
It's just a fucking high chair.
How do you like place it?
In the house.
Oh, it's in the house. Okay.
It's in-house stuff.
I thought it was like a in restaurant thing.
I wish they would do a mount for just Lalafell like that.
I feel like they could use it for others, but they'd have to like use it differently. Like they'd like be squatting on it.
Just a super big one.
I mean, I guess it would be bigger. I'd say keep it the same size and just have the person like squat on it. Shit.
That's
That.
out.
Oh, that person needs some healing. So use this one. That. Give it to myself.
No, she's gonna get flicked.
Should also just assign. I haven't actually like put my dot on him yet. There we go.
Don't have a dot yet.
I was focusing on keeping shield up on everyone.
My first dot's at level 54.
Two cats and two Lalafell also.
I mean, cat girls are the most popular race.
Let's see what other books were in here.
So there's 28 million characters.
Wow. Like
13 million in America.
of players or whatever.
Oh. So male humans are the most popular.
Yeah, that's just like in any game.
Then it's female Makote.
Then hopefully Lalafell, or is it elves after that?
Lalafell.
Lalafell, okay.
Then dragons. Then elves. Then Rogadin. Then Viera, and then last but not least, Hrothgar.
Yeah, well, because you can't have them by default, though.
Yeah. Endgame characters, though, the Makote beat everybody. And then it goes Alra, Lalafell, then here. So, people that play the game, they default human,
Yeah.
and then they play the game and they go, I don't like it.
Short stories, so there's Dagon, which is a short story about like this monolith in the sea. Statement of Rudolph Carter. Did I skip? I might have skipped two of these stories and went straight for the temple when I read before, or they're like forgettable. Statement of Rudolph Carter and the Cats of Uthar or whatever. don't remember anything about the temple, which I talked about. The picture in the house, which is the cannibal one. The outsider, which is nice. I might, because it's nice and short, I might record a reading of that just to like try to get like TikTok points.
Mm-hmm.
The music of Erich Zan was okay. It was a little bit boring. It's about like this guy who's like trying to find the street he lived on during when he went to like university or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he for the life of him can't remember or figure out where the street is, even though he knows the name of the street and like all the like the way to the street. If he tries to go back there, he can't find his way back to the street. And it was like an odd little street where like all the buildings like were like crazy architecture, cheap ass rent. And his upstairs neighbor, when he lived at this place, he played the violin, and like he went to like the concert hall and played violin or whatever as his like job. And in the middle of the night he would play violin, and it was like the most ethereal, crazy violin playing ever.
Mm-hmm.
And so he tried to befriend the guy, and so it was like he's like a German immigrant guy who knows like no English or barely any English. I think he knew French more than English because he was like writing things in French to communicate with him on paper. And then so the neighbor, but whenever he played in person for him, it was never quite as crazy as like when he was playing on his own. And then he eavesdropped on him a bunch until he finally found a day where he was playing crazy and like barged in on him. And the guy supposedly had the best view in the entire neighborhood of the neighborhood, but every time he visited he always had the window closed and like was like fiercely did not want the window opened. And so when he barges in on the frantic playing, the window is like finally open and it's just a black void. You can't see any of the city lights because from the placement of the window you ought to be able to see like past the neighborhood, down a hill, and into like it's the city proper. Mm-hmm. But when he looked out, it was just like a rainy nothingness that like tried to eat him and like sucked in like the other guy, and so he ran away. And when he got outside, it wasn't raining and it was a clear night.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the contents of that one. And then I haven't read the rest. Alright, I did read Call of Cthulhu, like the base Call of Cthulhu story. It was mid, like even Lovecraft thought it was mid because he didn't actually publish it until like the end of his life or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or even, I don't even know if he published it or if like a family member published it or something. It was like something that might have been published even like post-mortem. Because it was something even he thought was kind of shit. And it was a slog to fucking read. I read it one day at the casino. And like I had to like keep stopping, and like the pointless racism was one part that I had to keep just like, God, I had to like Google the weird like racial terms.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of knew one of them, like the thing, like the old speak for like some of the like different percentages of mixed race people.
Mm-hmm.
How there's like different like categories and stuff that they used to have on the census or whatever. So one of those I had to Google, and then just some of the other like random like not quite slurs but pretty much slurs words.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's okay to say Eskimo if you're talking about how it's wrong to say Eskimo, right? Hopefully.
That's not a slur.
Yeah, but it's like the improper way of like referring to them, like how it's improper to say Indian for Native American. So I think you can just like talk about it as long as you're talking about how wrong it is.
Or you don't mean it in a derogatory sense.
Yeah.
There's context cues.
Yeah.
See. Well, that's like just calling someone the name, like, you know, Zenon.
Or no, it'd be like calling me like I'm trying to think of.
You damn artificial.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like referring to me an artificial intelligence when I'm a conceptual construct, which are separate things that are different.
But like,
But like,
If someone just said, oh, "Are you artificial intelligence" or something like that, and just curious, it's
yeah. But it's just Eskimo's not the proper word for them. They're First Nations people, I think, or they have a different name. I'm not sure which. They have a different like proper name. Oh,
not when
shit.
you bring clothes.
Oh, okay, I didn't even see it that time.
You might want to scroll out.
Oh, yeah, I should. Okay.
When in doubt, scroll it out.
Okay. Let me also pull up the damage reduction. Okay. Let's do it. No, wrong one. Let's do it. If you just tap the like R1, it does it switches to like the pet control menu, which is annoying because that's not what I want it to do. I want it to like switch bars. No, wait, I should move away from that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, move away from each other. There we go. Okay, let's do a group galvanize. Then, but so, Eskimo, I guess, comes from some sort of French thing. And so, like, there's a French spelling of Eskimo. It's, like, kind of awful the way it's spelled.
Awful in terms of, like, just hard to read.
Yeah. Like, I think there's a Q.
Always a Q. Nothing but a Q.
It's, like, spelled kind of like Equinox, I think.
Equinox?
Yeah, it's spelled Eskimo, but with a Q and an X. And then in the end, the moral of the story is that Cthulhu lives in New Zealand.
He just lives in New Zealand. Okay.
He lives off the shore of New Zealand, technically. Like,
Vacation home.
yeah. Like, he's like lives in the space between New Zealand and South America.
Hmm. And a lot of Cthulhu-based games, they tend to make it seem like they're near, like, off the coast of Scotland or Iceland.
But now he lives in off the coast of New Zealand. Like the boat that defeats him in the end started in New Zealand.
That's funny.
Also, he's defeated by a boat in the end. It's very anticlimactic. Cthulhu's weakness turns out boats.
It's boats.
Oh, okay, we're done with it, so it's letting me.
Don't talk about it.
Yeah. Certainly don't talk about a boat in front of Cthulhu. He'll get a little bit angry. I mean, you would be too if you were defeated by a boat.
But, you know, he's kind of like, you know, a 300-foot monster, so I don't think he gives a shit.
It forced him back to sleep, though. But like before, it's like the main story is like this guy, his uncle passed away, and he the like main like thought about reason why his uncle passed away is so like he believes that there's like this cult that's after him and his uncle, and his and of course the cult is not white. Like this is made up of everybody who's not white or whatever is like potential cultist or whatever in the story. And then specifically the first time this comes up is that like when like talking about the death of his uncle, he brings up a point that should not matter, that as his uncle was getting off a boat a few hours before his death, an African American lad like bumped into him.
No.
and that's like implied to be the cause of his death, even though he fell like down a hill like walking home because he decided to walk up a hill to go home instead of like taking a car or having someone help him up the hill. This like 90-year-old man.
Hmm.
And like, no, he died because he bumped into a person.
Oh, how much tombstones do you have?
Let's see, I haven't spent any yet.
So you probably are maxed out.
Oh, you can only hold so many?
You only have 2,000.
Oh, I don't have that many. So that was my first time re-challenging that. I think I put some of them in my chocobo saddlebag. I did.
There you,
That's
you just
the
go to
irregular. Oh, it's
Just
in
go to
currency.
currency.
Okay, I got mixed up with which one I was after.
Those are, I think, tombstones, but
Yeah, those are the
they're
other
special,
ones.
like,
What
event
is this
tombstones.
under?
Currency.
Where currency?
Right above character.
Above it. Okay, above. I have 1,100.
1,100? Okay, we can buy you some pieces right now.
Yeah.
Go to Isleshire. Wow. Isleshire.
Isleshire. I've seen the shop in
Oh, wait, no, sorry. Mordana.
Mordana. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Mordana.
I saw the shop somewhere else, I think. Are you teleporting to Mordana or?
You can hitch a ride.
Okay. I go to the bathroom real quick. Be back. Also gotta let in the dogs.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so where is it here? Because I've seen it in Gridania.
Yeah, it's up. So these two Servant Splendors.
Okay.
This one over here has regular Ironworks gear. This one has stuff for Poetics.
Oh, look at it.
So you're probably going to want to grab, at least right now, for Summoner. Because you're already past the point of...
yeah, I'm at 56, I found out.
For Scholar.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you need your Summoner gear.
Yeah. Let's see.
Just in case you get a raid and you're like, I want to go Summoner. Oh, wait, I don't have enough stuff. Gear score.
Oh, but there's a Scholar, Optics, a Healing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there
And
is...
those are 130s.
Yeah.
So technically, they are like 40 gear score better than what you're currently wearing,
Yeah.
but you also meet the requirements for all the raids.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to increase like your healing potential on like raids and dungeons that are 50,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's worth it, but
Yeah.
you don't have to do that one.
So what should I get? The weapon then, or the?
Since your weapon and everything else is 90, I think any of them work.
Or my current weapon is 125.
Okay, I can get armor.
Okay.
It's the most bang for your buck.
Yeah. Let's get the. So healing. Ironworks Roba healing.
Wait.
Oh,
have
am I
you bought them yet?
Oh, I got 2.
Weren't you at 90 before?
What?
Because
Yeah.
it says 70 something, right? 77 for your. Did you not save your
90.
class?
Oh, yeah. Fixer. Okay. There. What is my item level at there? Now my average is 101 right now, but then I'm gonna let me switch out my other stuff
Just
here.
well, you want the highest gear score right now.
Yeah, I'm just doing my my other stuff. Because I forgot to permalock that on. Okay, now it's 121.
Nice.
So I didn't get the I just got the
boots.
yeah,
Or no, you
or,
got
or the head and the body.
Is that all you can buy?
Probably 100. Yeah, that's all I could buy.
Okay. And then reglam up.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at this real quick though. How this looks. It's okay, but yeah, it's not great. Too Hillary looking. I want to go back to looking like a gangster.
Well, you could just glam up your hat.
Maybe.
Or are you talking about like your full look? Oh my
My
god, it
full
was
look.
that abomination.
What? Oh,
The
which one?
chick head.
Oh, the chicken head? That's my chicken head one.
Oh god.
That one.
It's painful.
Get my normal one. Then I have like the Bow Mage set. A little cultist outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one's just like a little like warrior one I thought looked interesting. To have like a warrior one.
Mm-hmm.
A jester one with the rest of the Valentine's outfit. Yes, that's what I've got, the jester one. And then 20 is the like good book that I've got. Oh, here. So I've got I have a cool looking book that I have glamored.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's that. That got me some more gil. Let's see, so I'm level 59 now on Scholar. So what are the other ones that I have there?
So one more level, and technically you could have also get the next set of gear.
Just looking at some what's available now.
You are almost 10 levels higher than the content you're about to go into for MSQ.
Yeah. I might one of these days work on my other classes.
Mm-hmm.
Dog. So Cosmo, he's got some sort of like, as he's gotten older, he's gained a compulsion.
Mm-hmm.
That compulsion is to like lick the floor or whatever is in front of his face, and just like lick it compulsively until he's like exhausted.
Hmm.
So he's made his way under the desk, and right now I have yoga blocks under the desk for my feet because I'm short. He's like
So
attacking my yoga blocks.
Hmm. One more level, you can unlock Dancer and Gunbreaker.
Mm. Well, we'll do level dungeons again tomorrow.
So that should level you up.
Yeah. What else I should do? I haven't done Golden Saucer yet today.
I don't think I have either.
There's no airport here, so I gotta return to Limsa first, then I've
No,
gotta
no, no, no. I got you.
Okay, you'll pay for passage to the Golden Saucer.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cheap. It's only 418.
And then there was a point, so like as he got older, his fur got coarser, but then now he's like at a different stage of old, and it's back to being a little bit softer.
What a little weirdo. But he's your weirdo.
He's my little weirdo. I've had him for over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've had him since like 2008 or 9. Probably 9, I want to say 2009 I've had him since.
He's...
Okay, let's go to... The one I got in like 2010 passed away before him.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember if I collected my previous,
previous week's thing.
yeah. Damn. Eventually I'll win that jackpot. Says every lottery player ever.
I mean, one day you might. But you have, like, more likelihood of other stuff happening before that.
Mm-hmm. Statistically, the more you play, the better your chances.
Yeah.
But the statistics are astronomical.
Yeah.
You have to play more games than there are games that they've ever had.
But I mean, the chance is there. It's like buying a one-time insurance that only lasts for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Except insuring yourself over something would probably be more likely than winning the lottery, I think. Like it'd be like vending machine insurance. For 1 week, if you get squished by a vending machine, it's covered.
I got it! Starts to tip. Haha! Perfect.
Yeah, but then they would also have to like do a proof that you're not the cause of the vending machine falling on yourself, though, too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what did I just unlock? Oh, it's Hearthstone. Okay.
It's the Leap of Faith, 7 minutes. I'm not in the mood for the Leap of Faith right now. I think I'll just raid Soul soon anyway, and then do more of my crafting stuff.
You right now.
Maybe at 3 I will.
Almost got barred up to 50. What are my below 50s classes right now. Gladiator, Marauder, Monk, Dragoon, Conjurer, Astrologian, Bard, Black Mage. Technically Blue Mage, but Blue Mage doesn't really count anyways. I need to do my MTG stuff.
Oh, your Magic the Gathering stuff. For some reason, my brain thought the golden saucer points. These are MGP, not MTG.
I've gotten back into MTGA.
Yeah.
Because I like this set.
Yes.
I cannot wait for the Lord of the Rings set. They're gonna get someone killed with that set. Because what they're doing is they're printing a 1 of 1 the ring.
The one ring to rule them all. But is it just you win? What happens if you have the ring?
So it plays on the thing. The more you use it, the more you're drawn to it. What happens is if you use it, you put a counter on it, you draw cards equal to the amount of counters on it, and you lose X life. So you do it more, the more damage you get. But it's still stupid strong. But yeah, the 1 out of 1 is gonna be, it's a serialized card. So it's gonna be the most limited printing card in existence.
But hey, you might actually have the chance of pulling that instead of winning the lottery.
Yeah.
But a Magic the Gathering pack costs more than a lottery ticket.
Depending on which lottery you go to.
Yeah.
But like, holy cow.
Yeah. It's like putting literal golden tickets in your chocolate bars.
Except, you know, there's only one fucking golden ticket. And the biggest problem with it is it's actually gonna get someone killed if they pull it in like a shop. Someone's just gonna freaking jump them. It happened.
Trying to think, it'd be terrible, but like, would the clout be better to rip the card in half? Or would you piss people off and get yourself killed if you rip that shit in half?
Look, if you touch that thing, you're gonna die.
Yeah. So the only surefire way to survive is make it unusable.
If I get it,
Eat it.
I'm gonna get someone to make it origami ring out of it.
I'd be torn on whether or not I should like publicly rip it in half, as in like online, or sell it. But you'd have to find out. Or I guess once you sell it, it's no longer on your hands, and so no longer a danger to yourself.
I'd sell it.
Yeah. Depends on what the value is. If it's only worth $100, I think I'd rip it in half.
No way.
But I'm sure it's worth way more than $100. It's worth however much it needs to be worth.
Considering a large majority of the MTG fan base, there's also Lord of the Ring fans.
Yeah.
And considering there's only one printing, which is more rare than
anything,
than every card in existence, even Black Lotus. The only thing in Black Lotus is it's scarce, but it's also stupid strong.
I'm trying to even remember what I've got in my box in my room.
A Black Lotus is like 20k.
Yeah. I don't think it's that though. I had some sort of like zombie plant deck, but it's probably not whatever that is.
A Black Lotus is an artifact that taps.
Oh, okay.
But it costs 0 and it taps for 3, so it's immediate tempo. Just out-tempoing them.
Has it always been like good and popular since its like inception, or did it become like?
It's pretty much banned in every format.
I mean, did it like only become valuable like after a while, or was it valuable from the start?
It's pretty valuable from the start.
Okay, then it wouldn't be in the box I have because I've got like a one of those uh like lot boxes where it's just like a box full of like cheap cards
Mm-hmm.
for like $10, $20 or whatever.
Yeah, it's the old border set.
Because I just wanted to play. I didn't want to I wanted to play with the little one. I didn't want to like play.
Mm-hmm.
We just wanted to play around the house type of thing. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that card.
So yeah, you play it for free, you tap it for 3, and then you sack it.
I think I will just raid Soul, but then I might go grab my Magic the Gathering. I'll see what I even have. Yeah, I'll raid Soul though first.
Mm-hmm.
Cause also I'm hungry. I want to put some dumplings in the the steamer.
Mm.
Where are they at? I wonder. Guess he's doing side quest or something. Oh, he's doing his hunting log right now. Okay, let me get ready to raid him. Okay. But that's it for tonight, guys. Let me think. Tomorrow ought to be Final Fantasy. And Soul ought to be here, hopefully. Then after that, I haven't talked to Grim about it yet. Either Monday or Sunday, or Sunday or Monday, I'm gonna do no, a sponsored stream for Mech Arena. So if you went in on that, download it with my link. You have to use my link available in the Discord or in chat once in a while, but it was like very short period of time it was visible in chat. You have to use my link and you have to get past Division 9. If you don't use my link or you don't get past Division 9, it doesn't count. But that's it for tonight. Thanks so much for watching. Nighty night. Sleep tight. Don't get bit tonight. See you all tomorrow for more Final Fantasy. Bye bye.